Hello, welcome back to the YouTube channel. I am Nick from Australia. Hope you guys are doing well on this Thursday. It is currently about 12 PM. The NRL draw has finally been revealed. I am here to give you the draw. Not every single game, but I'm going to go over who each team will play twice. I'll also be giving you my top 5 mouth-watering games that I'm looking forward to the most this season. And let's get straight into it. But before I start, I just want to say today, I actually finally got my 2020 Cowboys jersey in the mail. Finally came in. I bought the bastard last week. Took them a long time to come in. As you can see here, I've got number 7 on the back for basically Michael Morgan, one of my favourite players. I'll just turn the front around. You probably would have seen this jersey a few times this year. Look at that. Absolutely fantastic. Let me just put it on for a minute. I'll put the camera over here for a second. I'll put it on. Just give me 2 secs. I'll grab this. I'll chuck it on. Oh, feels good to be having a new jersey. Alright, turn this camera back. Look at that. Brand new Cowboys jersey. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, something at the back here that's pissing me off. Oh, it's that green fucking shit. Here, look. Bang, get that in there. How good. Brand new Cowboys 2020 jersey. I think it fits perfectly. Feels fantastic. Got it from Peter Windscore. I bought it last week, so it finally came. It took him about a week to come, obviously because of the whole virus, but finally got it in the mail. It looks fantastic. I think it suits me quite well. 2020 home Cowboys jersey. I wanted to get the away one, but they didn't have my size, so that was obviously a bit annoying. So, you know, what can you do? But it's good to have a new jersey, especially one from for this year. So it's it feels fantastic. So let's get into the video, guys. So my thoughts on the NRL draw. I think it's a really good draw. Sorry about my hair too. I just had a shower, like, not even joking. Yeah, look, I think that they did well with the draw. I think a couple of sides have been disadvantaged. I think the Roosters are very unlucky. They've got a lot of tough games, but every game in the NRL is tough. They play a lot of the tough sides. The Cowboys got really well with the draw. They have one of the easiest starts probably in the competition. Obviously, we start off with the Gold Coast Titans up at Townsville, and then we take on the Cronulla Sharks up at Townsville, and then who do we play then? We got to go to, where was it? We got to go play the Warriors at Central Coast, and then play the Tigers at Campbelltown, and then I think we got Newcastle back at home. So, you know, the first 4 games are quite winnable for the Cowboys, and Michael Morgan won't be there for the first 4 rounds apparently. So we don't have the hardest games, so I think it's good for the Cowboys. So let's just go for the draw. So the Broncos get the first 4 Thursday night games. That's fucking bullshit. Seriously. They get 6 Thursday night games out of the whole season. Seriously. You get the first 4 games on a Thursday night. That's fucking disgraceful. I think that's bullshit. The Broncos get the first 4 Thursday night games. But hey, I guess that's what happens when you're the NRL's love child, like Brisbane are. So yeah, it's typical. The Cowboys' first month is winnable, so hopefully for us, we can get off to a good start like we did at the start of the year. We're already 1-1, so it's a good start for us. Now, I'm going to go through the draw on who each team plays twice. So, you know, if it's fair, if it's not fair, but let's be honest, man. There's going to be teams that don't have a good advantage, but welcome to the NRL, I guess. All right, the Broncos play twice. They play the Rabbitohs, the Roosters, the Cowboys, the Titans, and the Eels twice. Pretty good. They got some big games against Souths and the Roosters, which will be good. They got the Cowboys in the last round, I believe. Parramatta in the first round, and then they play them again later on. And Gold Coast, well, that'll be an easy one. But look, I think Brisbane have a tough start. I think they've got, Parramatta, Sydney, Manly, the first 3 or so. So they got a tough start, but they should be quite good there. Also, who else we got? The Raiders, who they play twice. They play the Storm Roosters, Dragons, Warriors, Titans twice. Obviously, Canberra and the Roosters will be a big game, and Canberra and Melbourne will also be a big game. So, you know, the Dragons twice isn't too bad. They have a good record against the Dragons. Warriors, just no comment, and Titans, no comment. So, Raiders have got a fairly decent draw, really. As for the Bulldogs, they play twice. They play Parramatta twice, Manly, Dragons, Tigers, Rabbitohs. That's not too bad for the Bulldogs. I mean, Manly's going to be tough. Parramatta might be... Well, Parramatta's a game they get up for. They almost won in round 1. Dragons, they got a good record against. Souths, they could beat. Tigers, you know, pretty even sides, really. I think the Bulldogs don't have too bad of a draw, really, you know. Playing those two sides, playing those 5 teams twice ain't too bad. As for Cronulla, I got the Dragons twice, Titans twice, Panthers twice, Cowboys and Warriors. I got them all twice. Now, I think Cronulla will go well against Gold Coast and Warriors. You know, I think Penrith will be a tough game. Cowboys will be physical, and Dragons is always a derby that they get up for. So, yeah, bit of a tough one for Cronulla, but not too bad, I don't reckon. As for the Gold Coast, there we go. This will be good. Fuck me. Raiders, this is the Gold Coast play twice. Canberra, North Queensland, Dragons, Broncos, Souths. Fuck me. Will the Titans even win any of those games? Seriously, I don't even know if the Titans will win a fucking game this year. Good luck, Gold Coast. You're going to fucking need it. Manly, who they play twice. Parramatta, Newcastle, Melbourne, Canterbury, and New Zealand. Not bad for Manly, you know. As everyone would know by now, I have tipped Manly to win the premiership in 2020. You know, to play Melbourne twice I think will be a good thing for them. Parramatta twice, which is good. You know, the top sides are like, you know, Canberra's and your Roosters, only play them once, so that sucks. But, you know, I think Manly have a fair draw. They have a pretty good draw. Melbourne, who they play twice. They play Manly, Roosters, Raiders, Souths, Knights. Now, I've got all those sides making the 8, so tough draw for Melbourne. But, hey, when you play Melbourne and Melbourne, it's going to be hard anyway. But, you know, I think it's good that Melbourne get to play all these good sides early. Oh, actually, no, I don't have Souths making the 8, but I think Melbourne's, you know, I think they got a fair draw here. I mean, Melbourne to play all these top sides is a good thing for them, you know, because when they play shit sides, they can get complacent. So, I think it's good that they get to play all these good hard sides, so that's a good thing. Newcastle play twice. I play Melbourne, Tigers, Manly, Cowboys, Warriors. I think Newcastle will have a decent draw. I wouldn't say it's a great draw, but, you know, to play Melbourne twice, which is going to be tough. Manly twice, Cowboys twice. Yeah, not bad. They'll fucking destroy the Warriors and the Tigers, but not too bad for Newcastle. As for my team, the mighty Cowboys, who we play twice. Gold Coast, Newcastle, Cronulla, Penrith and Brisbane. Now, I think that's good for us. I think we got one of the best draws in the competition. Obviously, like I just said about the start, we got. And Gold Coast will be an easy one. Newcastle will be tough. Cronulla will be gritty. Penrith will be... I don't know. Penrith will be unpredictable. We've got no idea what they're going to do. And Brisbane will be hard. We got them very last round of the year, so that'll be good. I think the Cowboys have got probably one of the best draws in the competition, to be honest. Not being biased, but just look at the draw we have. It's actually quite good. As for Parramatta, who they play twice. Manly, Canterbury, Penrith, Brisbane, Tigers. Not bad. Manly will be a good game. They always seem to be tough, Manly, so Parramatta and Manly will be good. Dogs are... fuck the Dogs. They should beat the Bulldogs. Penrith, they should beat, but you never know. Brisbane, yeah, look, that'll be a tough game. And the Tigers, who Parramatta love to start having a bit of a feud with, is the Tigers, so they should be able to win them. But it's a good draw for Parramatta. I wouldn't complain too much. As for Souths, who they play twice, they play Brisbane, Melbourne, Roosters, Tigers, Bulldogs twice. Now, that's tough for Souths, man. I got Souths missing the 8, you know. For them to play for them to play Brisbane and Melbourne, and then Roosters, obviously, they're going to be some hard games for South Sydney this year. I think it's going to be a long year for Souths, but I think that's a tough draw for the Bunnies, but we'll see how they go. As for the Dragons, who they play twice, Bulldogs and Sharks. I've got Bulldogs, Sharks, Roosters, Raiders, Titans. I don't think Dragons will have a problem with the Titans. That'll be a shit-in. But they normally go pretty well against the Sharks. They should do well against Cronulla. Bulldogs, they got a tough record against, but they should be beating the Bulldogs. And Raiders and Roosters, they'll also be tough games. So, not too bad for the Red V. As for the Roosters, who they play twice now, I actually feel sorry for the Roosters. They were fucked over with this draw. They get the most hardest games. I think they've been fucking rorted with this draw. So the Roosters are going to play Melbourne twice, Canberra twice, Souths, Brisbane and Dragons. Now, full due respect to the Dragons, the Roosters should beat the Dragons comfortably, really. But we never know anymore. Brisbane, they will be tough to beat. Souths, obviously, the big rivalry there, so that'll be tough. And then Melbourne and Canberra, obviously two big games. So, yeah, so we'll go through these last two quite quickly. So the Warriors, who they play twice. Knights, Raiders, Panthers, Sharks, Manly. Yeah, not too bad for the Warriors. I think Raiders will be tough, Manly will be tough. Warriors could beat the Sharks in a game of football. Penrith, maybe. Newcastle, I doubt. So, yeah, it's a tough draw for the Warriors, I reckon. And as for the Tigers, they play the Knights, Bulldogs, Panthers, Souths, Parramatta twice. Now, they won't beat Parramatta. I doubt they'll beat Parramatta. Every other game's winnable for the Tigers. They don't have a bad draw, the West Tigers. I don't think they have the worst draw. In my opinion, overall, I think the Cowboys have got the best draw, and I think the Roosters have got the hardest draw. Roosters and Melbourne have got a tough draw. That's just my opinion. Now, let's go into my top 5 mouth-watering games quickly before I get out of here. So number 5, the Storm and the Raiders in round 3 at Amy Park on Saturday night. That'll be a massive game, blockbuster game. Definitely a game that you got to watch, even if you don't have Foxtel. If you don't have Foxtel, you got to find a way to watch this game, and it'll be an absolute cracker. So that's number 5. Number 4, it's the Cowboys and the Roosters in round 9 on a Thursday night up in Townsville. That'll be an absolute beauty, that one. Cowboys should be going well, hopefully. And the Roosters will be, obviously, the back-to-back premiers. So that'll be a tough game, and I'm looking forward to that one. That's a mouth-watering game, in my opinion. Number 3, the Storm and the Roosters, round 8 at Amy Park on a Thursday night in Melbourne. That'll be an absolute cracking game. Two big sides that are always in the top 4. So that'll be a beautiful game to watch. Number 2, this game I'm really looking forward to. This is a mouth-watering game too. The Raiders versus Manly at Campbelltown on a Sunday afternoon, round 6. So that's not far away. That's going to be an absolute beauty. Looking forward to that. Both teams are on the up. Canberra and Manly were probably the most impressive sides last year. 2 overachievers in a good way. And that'll be an absolute beauty. And number 1, the Roosters versus the Raiders. The grand final rematch in round 10. It'd probably be at Bankwest Stadium. Or it'll be at ANZ, well, not ANZ, but it'll be in Sydney somewhere, Bankwest, on a Thursday night. So they're my 5 games, so obviously they're my top 5 most mouth-watering games for the season. Looking forward to those 5 games the most. That's my thoughts on the NRL draw, guys. I think they did a great job with the draw. I'm not going to complain too much. The Roosters were a bit unlucky, but a lot of people will say fuck the Roosters because they won the last 2 grand finals, but you shouldn't make them have to play the hardest games. But anyway, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you guys go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. How good is this Cowboys jersey? It suits me, bloody fits me well too. I think it's a great jersey. I love it. Anyway, guys, I'm getting out of here. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good one, guys.